But
Definitely.
let's go into a little NFL talk. Huh?
Sure. Yeah.
All right, let's start off with this. Who is your rookie of the year right now?
As of the moment, I might go James Robinson of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
That's a very underrated pick, and not many people. I don't see many people. What is he, sixth in rushing right now?
He's playing extremely well. I think he's like the number 2 fantasy back or something crazy, like number 2 or 3.
Really? Whose team is he on for our fantasy?
He's on mine.
Oh, cool. That's why.
Oh
He's
no, it's not. I love Justin Jefferson too. I just don't think he's rookie of the year. I think he needs a
No.
couple more. He needs consistent games. I think Justin Herbert's definitely in the running for it. He's had, even though the record doesn't show it, he's had a couple great games.
What about Burrow?
I think Burrow is everyone's favorite. So I think Burrow probably will win it, but I think it'd be cool to see James Robinson win. I think it'd be really cool.
What about this scenario? People are talking about Tua coming into the talk, and after that big win against Arizona last week, do you think he even has a chance, or what do you think?
Well, I mean, so that whole situation's a little weird because the Dolphins are 5-2, which is first of all extremely hard to believe. I love Brian Flores though. He's an Andy Reid guy, or no, he's a Belichick guy. And he's coached that Miami team that's not very talented to 5-2, first of all. So I applaud him for that. But do you think the Ryan Fitzpatrick switch was a little weird at all? I thought it came at an interesting time because he had one of the best games of his career and won, and then they just pulled him. Like
I was seriously just about to bring that up in the next topic. I was going to say, what do you think about Magic going down like that? That's not the fairy tale ending I was expecting.
No, and I think the really tough thing for me to see was, like, I love the dude. I think he's so funny. Like when he was wearing the chains the one time last year, like that was hilarious. But yeah, he was really touched, and I think he was really sad. Like I don't know if you listened to any of the stuff, but he was like crying.
He's like, this is like really heartbreaking to me.
Because it's probably his last. Might be his last rodeo. I think he's 37 or 38, and I don't know if another team's in the market for a backup position, but I don't know if he'd want to do that. I think
he's not a backup, dude. He's a very good NFL quarterback.
I think I wouldn't say very good, but he's a very fun quarterback to watch. And I think he can lead it. He can lead a team.
He's the definition of an average NFL quarterback. I spoke a little too extreme there. He's an average NFL quarterback, but he's very good at being average.
Yeah,
and I think the Dolphins were scared.
We can't knock Tua at all because he's 2-0, and I think Tua is going to be a really good quarterback, and he very well could possibly be the best one to come out of that draft in the long run. But I don't know. It was just really weird timing. I think you don't take the ball out of his hands until he loses you a game in a bad way.
See, this is what I'm saying. This is why I think they're scared. They're not scared of that they're scared that he's gonna be too good. They didn't want.
They don't want. I can see that.
Oh, you draft Tua, but like Fitzmagic just took you to the playoffs. Like you got to keep Fitzmagic another year. They drafted Tua with that 5th pick because they want him to play.
Yeah,
they need him to play. They didn't bring Fitzmagic in there to be their starter. So I think they got a little scared when he was playing so well, and they're like, all right, we got to put an end to this before it gets out of hand. And yeah, I honestly think that's what happened.
So I think my kind of touching off of that, I think my thoughts on the AFC East, like as a whole, obviously it's really weird to see the Patriots at the bottom. The Jets are at the bottom, but the Patriots are one of the 2 last place teams in the division. I think it's really weird to see that, but I think if the Dolphins are 5-2 right now, and I think in this draft, if they address another playmaker at wide receiver and some offensive linemen, that team's a really scary team next year.
Oh, for sure. Tua is he's so good.
Very talented.
People kind of forget about him because of his injuries and stuff. But well, going on.